The wait is killing us. After episode 7 dropped that devastating ending in late 2025, fans everywhere are desperately hunting for any scrap of information about what comes next. And here's the thing. Episode 8 isn't just another chapter. According to the show's creator, what's coming will shock practically everyone watching. We're talking potential character breakdowns, long-awaited backstories, and Caine spiraling completely out of control. The leaks are limited, the teasers are cryptic, but we've gathered everything available to paint a picture of what's ahead. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into what episode 8 has in store for the Amazing Digital Circus. Let's start with something huge. This upcoming episode represents a first for the series. The creator originally planned for 8 total episodes to complete the story, but during production, something changed. Episode 7's script grew so massive that splitting it became necessary, extending the series to 9 episodes total. This wasn't about padding runtime or milking the franchise. The story simply required more space to breathe. What this tells us is critical. Episode 8 won't jump to some new adventure. We're picking up exactly where we left off. And where did we leave off? In absolute despair. Episode 7 shattered any remaining hope of escape for our trapped characters. That gut punch ending showed everyone gathered in Caine's space, drowning in frustration and anger after learning that much of what they'd been told was fabricated. Kinger's revelation about Caine's modifications causing the very first abstraction. So episode 8 will likely open with Caine fleeing from the difficult questions, while the human characters grapple with the horrifying realization that even their own thoughts aren't fully their own anymore. Here's where things get interesting with Caine himself. His mental state has been crumbling progressively throughout the series, and the humans finally weaponized this in episode 7. Some fans theorize that creating an AI as sophisticated as Abel drained his processing power, and with Abel now gone, Caine might stabilize somewhat. But others suggest the opposite, that the glitches and errors plaguing the circus environment could become the crew's only tool for getting a few minutes without his omnipresent surveillance. Those brief windows might be their chance to strategize. Now, for the theory everyone's buzzing about, Jax's potential abstraction. Episode 7 gave us a terrifying preview of how abstraction starts, that surreal fractal landscape, the characteristic eye patterns beginning to form. Jax admitted he has nothing waiting for him outside the circus, and his recent choices have likely burned through whatever goodwill his companions had left. The path forward for his character looks increasingly dark, potentially following the same tragic trajectory as others before him. Speaking of the past, Ribbit's story seems far from over. Despite minimal screen time in episode 7, the creators cast a notable voice actor for the role, suggesting we'll see much more of this character. Many expect flashback sequences showing Ribbit's adventures with the group. There's this mysterious snowy cabin world that Jax pauses at when viewing Caine's creations. Fans speculate this is where Ribbit lost control and abstracted. We might finally see Jax open up about that loss. The creator herself has been teasing how wild this episode will be. She posted about the table read, showing sketches of Caine reading the script and then staring ahead in complete shock. If the content surprised even the production team, we're in for something spectacular. And unlike earlier episodes where information flowed more freely, these final chapters are being kept under tight security. One confirmed detail: like recent episodes, this one will exceed 30 minutes. The emotional storylines that began at the beach are just getting started. True to tradition, the creator dropped a couple of mysterious script lines. First, Zippity Bee. Most fans think this is a Caine catchphrase, possibly said during teleportation in some kind of panic mode, afraid of being judged for creating bad adventures. The second line, It's You, has sparked even more debate. This could mark a major identity reveal, perhaps someone recognizing a friend among the abstracted characters, or discovering a dark secret about Caine's role in the abstractions. The creator has mentioned her personal favorite episodes are either 4 or 8, with her affection for episode 4 possibly influenced by nostalgia for her fast food job days. But episode 8 seemingly stands on pure storytelling merit, suggesting the quality will justify our patience. Uniquely, it's the only episode with a release date announced months ahead, March 20th, 2026, revealed during Glitch Productions' final 2025 direct presentation. One thing to understand: despite the show's massive success, Glitch Productions respects the creator's original vision completely. They're not altering storylines based on fan theories or stretching the series unnecessarily. The creator emphasized that every episode has been carefully laying groundwork for the finale, calling it a snowball effect building since the pilot. Everything we've seen matters. Throughout the series, Caine's obsession with the macroverse, the outside world, has been consistently planted. He only knows it through photographs of the CNA offices, having no actual window to reality beyond what he was programmed with. This fixation could become crucial in upcoming episodes. The most cryptic material came from the 2025 Glitch Direct teaser, just 2 seconds of blurry footage that raised more questions than it answered. Frames show what appears to be Zubul and someone with Jax's coloring in violent motion, with strange mannequin figures visible. Another frame captures Pomni, Ragatha, and Gangle inside the tent, with Gangle bringing her hands to her face as if witnessing something devastating. Other frames show Caine apparently screaming at Jax and Pomni, possibly apologizing in his bizarre way or being pushed to his breaking point. There's imagery of characters in freefall, overhead shots of Caine looking down at the group, and mysterious figures that could be abstractions in progress. One particularly intriguing detail: Omni and Jax's clothing colors appear altered in one frame, leading some to theorize the return of the evil duplicates from Episode 5. The teaser concluded with images suggesting a glimpse outside the simulation, an ordinary room with everyday objects, ending with reversed footage of someone being sucked into a slide while screaming. This might not depict literal scenes from the episode, but rather metaphorically represent the character's inability to escape, always being pulled back into the digital world. After controversy over Episode 7's real-world image locations being leaked, Glitch seems to be shifting away from including such specific references. The creator once posted a seemingly random description about a pathetic, frail Jax on a beach covered in oil from a nearby spill, which sparked tons of fan art. Many believe this wasn't random at all, but a genuine teaser for Episode 8. Since the beach episode came and went without this scene and Episode 8 continues directly from Episode 7, we might finally see this moment. Another clue comes from the creator's practice of summarizing episodes with single words. Episode 7 was "huh," perfectly capturing the confusion and disappointment of that ending. Episode 8, simply "oh." This suggests a revelation moment, someone in the circus understanding something fundamental about how everything works, leading to a massive twist. Flashbacks do occur. Fans hope to see Kaufmo in his pre-abstraction days alongside Jax and Ribbit. The creator once joked about wanting Jack Black for the role, but apparently gave it to a friend whose performance was deemed too offensive. The casting remains mysterious, but seeing this trio in their prime would add emotional weight to current events. Some interpret those ridiculous fish as representing Caine and Bubble, one hiding a treasure through adventures, the other carelessly revealing clues. The empty treasure chest could symbolize how the real escape route vanished from Caine's control long ago, rendering his protective secrecy meaningless. Finally, there's the exit door mystery from the pilot. Pomni encountered what seemed like an exit, but it turned out to be Caine's unfinished attempt at recreating the outside world. However, eagle-eyed fans noticed the door Pomni entered looked different from the one Caine showed during the initial tour. The real exit might be hidden elsewhere, possibly that distinct orange door some have spotted. Episode 8 could see the group discovering it again, giving them one final, desperate goal. There you have it, everything we know about the Amazing Digital Circus Episode 8 heading into 2026. From potential abstractions to long-awaited backstories, from Caine's breakdown to possible escapes, this episode promises to deliver something truly unprecedented. The pieces are all on the board, but knowing this creator, they'll come together in ways none of us predict. It's your theory. Do you think Jax is really heading toward abstraction? Will we finally learn the truth about the circus? And what could possibly shock the production team that badly? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our coverage when Episode 8 finally drops in March. Wait is almost over, and something tells me it'll be worth every agonizing second. See you in the comments. Shorts cut down versions, just tell me.